Welcome to Pocket of Peace Yoga. I'm delighted you've chosen to join me for part 2 of the Basic Yoga for Beginners series. We'll start in mountain pose at the top of our mats, so feet shoulder distance apart, toes spread out, shoulders stacked over our hips, over our ankles, crown of the head lifted. Let's take 3 breaths in through our nose and out through our nose. And each time we inhale, feeling our bellies expand, our ribs expand, our chest expand. And as we exhale, everything softens. Let's inhale our arms overhead, palms touch. Exhale as we bend our knees, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale as we lift for a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. And plant your hands on the mat. Step your left foot back, toes tucked under. And then we're going to rise up for crescent lunge, balancing on the ball of your foot. Fingers up to the sky, biceps by your ears. And then let's lower the back foot down with the heel turned in. So our back foot is turned out at a 45-degree angle, toes out. And notice how your hips shift open a bit to the left. And then you're going to turn your torso forward. So the hips are a bit to the left, and your torso is forward, and your front leg bent with your knee kind of between your big toe and your second toe. That leg will want to come in, so it's a conscious effort to keep it pressed out. And now to expand from Warrior 1 to Warrior 2, we're going to pivot the back foot again, but now bring it so it is parallel to the short edge of the mat. Your front leg is going to stay bent. And if you look down at your feet, the heel of your right foot, if you were to draw a line back, it would hit the instep of your left foot. And then we're going to have our shoulders over our hips, reaching tall, so we're not leaning towards one leg or the other. Crown of the head lifted. And our arms extend out. And our gaze is going to be over our front fingertips. And we breathe. Then cartwheel your hands down to frame your front foot. The back foot pivots, so you're in a low lunge. Then step your left foot forward to meet the right for forward fold. Flat back. Forward fold. Plant your hands on the mat. And now your right foot steps back, toes tuck under, resting on the ball of your foot and your toes. And your arms lift, your body rises for crescent pose. Crown of the head lifted, biceps by your ears. And to move into Warrior 1, the back foot is going to pivot so the heel comes down, so your foot is fully on the mat and your foot is turned out 45 degrees. Your hips have opened a bit to the right, but your torso is twisted forward. And then to move into Warrior Two, let's pivot the back foot so it's parallel to the short edge of the mat. And again, check down with your heel so it would line up with the arch of your back foot. And your shoulders are stacked over your hips, crown of the head lifted. Arms extend out, fingertips reaching, gazing over your front fingertips, and make an effort to keep your left leg kind of turned out so it wants to fall in, so you need to strengthen your front leg to bring it out a bit. Let's cartwheel our hands down to frame our front foot, pivot the back foot, and step forward to forward fold, flat back, forward fold, rise all the way up, palms to touch, exhale, hands to heart center. Let's do that again. Inhale your arms overhead, exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Flat back, forward fold, bend your knees, place your hands on the mat, step your left foot back, landing on the ball of your foot, balancing on the ball of your foot and your toes, arms lift, and we're in crescent pose. Lower your left heel down, bringing your foot in a bit so that foot is out at a 45-degree angle. Hips are out a bit to the left, torso comes forward for Warrior One. And let's open to Warrior Two, back foot parallel to the short edge of the mat. Front leg bends, arms extended out, long and strong. Gazing over your front fingertips. Cartwheel your hands down to frame your front foot. Pivot your back foot so you're in low lunge. And step your left foot forward to meet the right for forward fold. Flat back, forward fold. Place your hands on the mat. Now the right foot steps back, balancing on the ball of your foot and the toes. Arms lift for crescent pose. The back foot rests all the way on the mat, toes out at a 45-degree angle, hips open to the right, torso forward. For Warrior One. And to open it to Warrior Two, pivot the back foot. Make sure your feet are in the right spot. Stack your shoulders over your hips. And then extend your arms out. Gazing over your front fingers. And breathe. Cartwheel your hands down to frame your front foot. Pivot the back foot so you're in a low lunge. Then step your right foot forward to meet the left. Forward fold. Lift for flat back. Forward fold, rise all the way up, arms overhead, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. And let's inhale our arms overhead, palms touch. Exhale as our thumbs come to our foreheads for kind thoughts, to our lips for kind words, and to our heart center for hearts that are open to both give and receive kindness. Thank you for joining me.